Hello and welcome everyone to another Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here with the top 8 stories of the day. We've got a great slate of stories for you all today, and we will of course be checking in with Storm Team 8 in just a little bit to get you a look at your forecast. That's coming up in about 5 minutes or so. But first we head to Lansing for our top story. Yesterday marked the 7th State of the State address delivered by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. During her speech, she encouraged legislators to work together to lower costs for families here in Michigan and also make investments in both education and road repairs. Unity was a key theme in her address last night, not just for lawmakers, but for residents in the state in general, saying most of us want all of the same things. Other topics included the proposed tariffs by President Donald Trump, as well as limiting cell phone use and vaping in schools and the state in general. She even suggested a potential tax on vapes like the state does for cigarettes. You can find a full replay of the governor's address as well as reaction from lawmakers in the state right now over on woodtv.com. And federal lawmakers are considering banning Chinese-made drones in the United States over national security concerns. This would impact both the Kent County Sheriff's Office and the Grand Rapids Police Department, which have created drone programs in recent years. The city approved $100,000 for GRPD to implement the program to use drones in searches for missing people and suspects in cases. The department says that they have about 15 drones from a Chinese-based company because they were the most cost-effective. Police Chief Eric Winstrom told News 8 that if the ban does go in place, they would have to replace all of their drones and potentially need more money from the city to purchase the more expensive drones. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources is holding an open house next month to share some information and get some feedback regarding its plan to decommission the Hall Lake Dam. It's located in Yankee Springs Township and was flagged by the Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy as being a significant hazard last year. It said that if the dam were to fail, it could cause economic and environmental harm to the area and beyond. The DNR will receive about $1.6 million to cover the decommission project. The open house will be held at the Hastings Public Library on March 12th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. There's a new exhibit at the Holland Museum set to debut tomorrow that examines the history of the LGBTQ+ community here in West Michigan. Waves of Pride, the impact of Out on the Lakeshore, will open to the public and will include lots of historical artifacts from the beginning of Out on the Lakeshore and other LGBTQ+ leaders from Holland. The museum will also be hosting events throughout the exhibit's run and is expecting lots of visitors, especially during tulip time this year. Staff at the museum have been working on this exhibit for about 2 years now. The exhibit will run through the end of Pride Month on June 30th. The Quail Ridge Golf Club has 2 new owners, but they're quite familiar with the course. The general manager and superintendent decided to join forces and purchase the club as it celebrates 25 years in Cascade Township. Crane's Grand Rapids Business first reported on the sale. The purchase was made for $6.6 million. Both of the new owners for years have been working there and even helped turn the course into what it is today. Most of the course traditions will remain the same, but the new owners might be adding some more fun things to check out, including an Easter brunch later on this year. Quail Ridge plans to open for this season under new management by March 10th. Also set to come to Michigan later this year is the return of the Red Bull 400, a simple 400-meter race with a twist. The race is billed as the world's steepest race of that size. Participants start at the bottom of a ski jump and end up 40 stories in the air. It's coming to Copper Park in Ironwood on May 10th. This is the 3rd time Copper Park is hosting the race. It previously held it back in 2018 and 2019 as well. You can actually register for the race right now if you're up for the challenge. You can find all of that information over on our website, woodtv.com. Now let's check in with Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood and get you a look at your forecast for today.
Well, another day we'll have a chance of a little bit of a rain-snow mix out there. You can see a couple areas of low pressure kind of skirting the Great Lakes moving east, but it's an upper-level trough that's going to swing in this afternoon, giving us that occasional chance of mostly rain showers. And again, it will mix in with snow at times, not expecting any accumulation. And it's going to be touch on the breezy side. Look at this. Oh, yes, almost a 6:30 sunset. Tomorrow that will happen. Okay, this is what we're tracking out there, that mix today. It's going to be windy and a warmer day Friday. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few 50s showing up south of Grand Rapids, and we'll have some wind gusts exceeding 40 miles an hour at times. Colder this weekend. I still think it's going to be windy on Saturday, but we're going to completely change that wind direction out of the northwest. It's going to be cold enough. I think Saturday morning we'll have a chance of some lake effect snow showers with some leftover moisture there. We'll end the weekend with a whole lot of sunshine and still cool temperatures, though. Warming things up a bit next week. We'll have to look out for a storm system. It looks like arriving sometime around Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Matt. We end things today with some big news for 5 students out of Allendale. More than 800 students across the country applied to join the illustrious Honors Choir, and Allendale is sending 5 singers to the 2025 American Choral Directors Association National Conference in Dallas. For 2 of the students, this marks the 2nd time that they've been asked to join the choir. The group will rehearse for the show ahead of the big day. We spoke to a few of them on News 8 yesterday, and you can hear more from the lucky few right now over on our website, woodtv.com, and get a better appreciation for what this means for those students. And that is going to do it for us today on the Daily 8. We will, of course, be back again tomorrow with 8 more stories, including a look at your weekend planner as we look towards the weekend. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.